Jordan Invincible having his way with Kurt Chaos right in the center of the ring right now. That shirt would look good on you.
Having a closer look at this shirt, it looks like Brian St. James's mum took a bedazzler and some pink pens and did this up in the home St. James.
You obviously don't appreciate fine clothing when you see it.
That's the squat plex.
I love squats.
Their favourite animal, aren't they?
Couldn't eat a whole one though.
Kurt Chaos sent off the ropes. Oh, what a clothesline by the New Zealand Dream. That headbutts to the lower extremity. You know, it amazes me that some Chaos who come out here and take the time with these good people who have paid to come to an IPW show to try and sell their t-shirts that aren't even endorsed by IPW.
You say that like it's a bad thing, McCracken. They're honouring these coasties with their presence. They're offering them the deal of a century, a St. Chaos limited edition shirt for less than $500. And you act like it's a waste of time.
And there's a quick maths lesson from Jordan Invincible.
Oh!
Obviously needed in this area. I don't know if these guys can count up to 10.
Spike
Most of them are missing a
DDT.
few fingers.
Just because they're webbed doesn't mean they're missing.
Now, apologies to our viewers from the Hibiscus Coast. We hope you will tune in next week to IPW Ignition as well. Views expressed by the two gentlemen to my left are not necessarily the views of IPW or its management. Meanwhile, back in the ring, the New Zealand Dream backs Kurt Chaos into the corner. Send them across the ropes now. Oh! Steamrolls him. Big clothesline into the corner.
You know, the one thing I love about Impact Pro Wrestling is the fact that there's some people here, like the New Zealand Dream, that don't change. They're just good old-fashioned beat the crud out of you.
Masterful piece of teamwork there by Brian St. James. Stepping in when required by his partner, and now they've got the upper hand, and this is what I like to see. St. James on top.
Well, folks, you are watching IPW Ignition. I'm Dion McCracken, joined by Ian Kenderdine and Big Nate. We are watching tag team action here. Hey, don't forget, if you want to come to an IPW live event, check out our website, www.impactprowrestling.co.nz.
That's right. And of course, we tour the country as well. Armageddon Wellington, Armageddon Christchurch coming up.
Brian St. James well on top. He's a young guy that we've talked about over the months. We've watched his progression. We've seen his physique come along. We've seen his in-ring action come along. He's a guy that almost seems destined to hold championship gold.
Oh, absolutely. He's definitely the more explosive member of St. Chaos.
Reversal now by Brian St. James, and that is how you clothesline, folks.
That's right, one of St. James' patented clotheslines, just about decapitating the New Zealand Dream there.
Of course, in Tonga, that's just called a tackle. But
St. Chaos showing that they know the rules to the full extent, taking the full 5 count with those closed fists.
just for those keeping store at home, Megan Kate Deluxe on the outside has finished her lollipop and done away with the stick. Just, as a broadcast journalist, I thought I'd bring you all the facts.
It's facts like that, you know, keeping it current, keeping it real with Dion McCracken and IPW Ignition Lollipop Watch.
It is award-winning journalism. A lifeless body now of the New Zealand Dream just draped across that top rope. Kurt Chaos not done.
Well, frankly, the New Zealand Dream, he deserves everything he gets here. You know, he interrupted the sale of this beautiful piece of haute couture, and now he's paying the price.
Jordan Invincible absolutely desperate to get in and make that tag. Jordan Invincible obviously highly versed in tag team wrestling. For many years he was one half of the Extreme Superstars with Davey Deluxio, still with the faction, but going out by himself at the moment.
This crowd at the Hibiscus Coast Leisure Centre once again getting behind the New Zealand Dream. Couldn't be too little too late though. Oh, double clothesline.
Both men needing to get to their opposite corners to make the tag into the fresh man.
Well, luckily for the Dream, he fell on the right side there. Oh no, wait a second. Excuse me, been drinking again before the show.
St. James is tagged in, and we've got Invincible in as well. Who's going to take this one?
Oh, forget about it! With Kurt Chaos now, double underhooks, goes for that suplex, into the short powerbomb. A one-man wrecking crew now, Jordan Invincible. Heads to the top rope. Oh! Blockbuster from the top.
That could be it right there. But Jordan Invincible is saying no. A little bit more punishment for these two St. Chaos members. Could be the T-Boon drop here.
Setting up for the TBD. Come on, St. James, get out. You can do it. And Megan Kate's up in the ring. What? I had the feeling we had the wrong seats there, McCracken.
Wow.
Can we move to the other side?
I'll talk to management.
What?
Look at Brian St. James. He's never seen a bra in his life.
I tell you what, Megan Kate Deluxio knows how to look after herself.
Oh!
Who's the legal man?
Who cares? There's a double pinfall. They got the bump. It's over.
This is disgusting, McCracken. I want to file a complaint. We couldn't even tell who the legal man was.
Well, another big victory. That's victory number 2, I think, for these guys. They're on a roll.
I tell you what, I'll sell you a St. Chaos t-shirt going cheap.